All right, we're on the screen. I would like to welcome people, including anybody that's zooming in to the February meeting of the Town of Pine Plains Zoning Board of Appeals meeting. We have a very limited agenda, really just one application that we are reviewing tonight and some minutes. And so with that, the application was submitted to us, and I believe that board members had the opportunity to look at it online, but we presumably have the applicant here, which you maybe could introduce yourself.
My name is Wisutong Kong, and I with me and my wife and I bought this property like last autumn, and we are planning to build our house there. So
okay. And again, I'm just doing this for the public that presumably a few might be listening. I don't know if there really is anyone, but this is located on Bean River Road at the town border, would be the northern border of Pine Plains and the southern border of Ancrum or Gallatin.
Ancrum.
Yep.
Yeah.
So, north of the corner, in Fuller's Corners. Okay, near the farm, very far.
Yeah, out past that.
And I believe that we
went up there
had,
for one.
Yeah, we did.
project.
we had a very similar one. There is a power line that goes through the front yards of these lots.
Mhm.
As I recall, the zoning code calls for, I don't know, a maximum front yard of maybe 50 feet. Does anybody remember?
Yeah, it's 50.
Yeah. And that would put them almost right under a big power line. And so I think that we understand the issue. And again, we may even have done it on this lot, but they never proceeded. And it's only good for 1 year. So whatever we did before has, I believe, expired regardless. But I do believe that we've been through this before, but
At this exact same lot?
I think so.
I think so.
I think so.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was on the
Yeah.
corner. It could very well be
No,
that
it's
one.
not the corner. This goes on.
I know.
Yeah.
The lot was on the corner and we,
Yeah.
I bet
Yeah.
it could
Yeah.
be. Okay.
So in any case, it was a question of whether the board members needed any additional information or had any questions of the applicant. And once we resolve that, whether we feel we have a complete enough application, we would then go ahead and set a probably a public hearing for our next meeting and also do a site inspection prior to that public hearing. And so that's the general process that we're at. Because we've been through this before, I don't think that there's been a big change in circumstances, and hence probably you're in pretty good shape because the last one got approved.
Yo, I prepared a whole statement. No, we just this is a site plan I'm planning on building, so it's going to be a 1,500 square feet house, single level, but I want to have it further back into the land, like 190 feet into land, so we kind of go like this. And I'm also proposing of building a barn. It's an art studio for me and my wife to use. We're both artists, and we want to put like a half bathroom, like a toilet and a sink in there just for convenience. And this is just mainly for personal use. It's never going to be.
Right.
I mean, and we just want to place it in between the main house and the road. And that's my set plan. And we bought this house with a bottom house of two septic plans with a house located on the center of the lot. And but you see all these lines, these are like $75,000 worth of dirt. And we can't afford that. We just move the house further up. So right now it's near the south border of the land, but it still maintains it still has meets the minimum like
Side yard.
yeah, it still meets that. And but there's a 15 to 50 feet front yard like zoning like build regulations in there. So I can't really build anything with it because I have a service easement and also a service easement. And it's just fairly enough space for me to fit the house there. And also having a house right over there is like a sloped area, so it's gonna have drainage problem and also all kinds of stuff. And And I mean, I don't know if the incoming traffic gonna be block the view of, even though it's outside of site easement, but I feel like it's gonna be blocking the view of the incoming traffic. And also I have a few photos of the neighbor's lot. This one 617. They have a big house, but it's 100 feet, more than 100 feet away from the road, and has a accessory building next to it.
This house here, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
the green one. And this one is right across the road from my property. And it has two big houses in there. And I measured on Dutchess County parcel access. It's 144 feet away from the road.
So you're not asking for anything that's
Yeah,
out
no,
of character with that
Yeah,
area.
and so
Is this an existing
yeah,
that they're just renovating?
They're just redoing, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay.
that was always there,
It
right?
was always there.
Yeah, I think so.
okay, okay.
Well, I'm just,
I
that's
know.
what I'm asking, because if it was new,
But no, contracting, I don't know.
yeah, it looks like new construction.
I think the only potential new issue that we didn't deal with before, I'm not sure, this would be some sort of, oh, somebody help me. Oh, an accessory
Accessory
building.
building in the
And
front
I'm
yard.
not sure that an
We
accessory
didn't.
building is allowed in the front yard
Right.
without a variance. So it
Yeah.
would essentially be
Two
Two
separate.
separate variants.
two separate variances.
Oh, okay. So I should do this twice, or I should.
No, it'll all
No,
happen at the
we
same
do it
time.
like this.
Great, that was awesome.
It'll all
That's what
happen
I
at the
was
same time. I just wanted the board to recognize the rules that are in the zoning law, and that we have to make provisions and make consideration of that.
You can't
Um,
have a wood pile in front of you.
Yeah.
I know, right?
This is a view. I mean, I'm trying to say, like, I really want to build a house here because it has a really nice northern view, like
Right.
looking to the Ancram. And if I build it right over here,
Is this property right on the line? Oh,
It's right on the-
Columbia and Dutchess?
yeah,
Oh,
this
okay.
is the
It's
line.
right on the town
Okay,
line.
so you're just ready to go down the hill then?
Yeah, yeah. So, yeah.
I know exactly where it is.
Good.
And it's about 2 acres, 3 acres?
About 3 acres, a
Yeah.
little less than
Yeah.
3 acres.
I didn't realize they have the whole 617's big. Goes all the way back. Okay.
Oh, that much under.
Well, this is the area where, I mean, if I have to build this according to the
all-
regulation, it's
Yeah.
all treat and it's sloped, so,
It
yeah,
is. Okay.
yeah.
It's this one.
And this is where the house gonna be built around that, so I think somebody cleared it a long time ago, so it's just moving. We're really trying to avoid cutting down too much mature trees, just for the sake of the environment, and,
Right.
yeah.
yeah, so I think that, again, in anticipation of the site inspection, we would look for you to, kind of stake out the main corners of the house
Oh, okay, yeah,
and the main corners of the accessory building.
yeah, yeah. Yeah, that's something I can do that.
That's nice, you did a nice job.
Anyone have any other questions or concerns, or, as I say, I wasn't thinking about the accessory building until just tonight, that
Right.
being in the front yard, I have to think about that a little, because technically, we're only supposed to give the minimum that's needed to develop the lot. I have no problem with, personally, this is just me,
Yeah.
I'm not trying to speak for you guys. I have no problem with adjusting the front yard for the house, because it's a unique circumstance with the power lines through. Is there another location that works for the accessory building that still complies with the regs? Because technically, it's not our job to be changing the rules and regs, other than if there's a unique circumstance.
Yeah, we are building a small home, and we want to really have a art studio for us to let's explore, and also we need a little extra storage space for our equipment and stuff. We are both photographers actually, so yeah, I do most. I mean, yeah, my wife is more fine art photography, and she might need a little photo studio for her still life and things like that. So we want it to be detached to the home, and because we want to have a front yard like over here with a very nice view, and there's not much space around it, so that's why we are putting it over here. So
Mhm.
with a driveway like this, we have access to the barn and also the main house.
Would you
So-
be having clients in the studio?
No,
Or no, it's just
no,
for
it's
personal
yeah, it's small. It's gonna be
Mhm.
a small.
And they reference it in the application.
Yeah.
And how
Specific-
Right,
far,
because your view is this way, right? So you wouldn't want to put it on
You
the
wouldn't want to
side.
put it there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's the
Yeah.
view.
how far
Yeah.
is that
And then the
from the
backside,
road?
this is
Like
the
one
like,
being real
septic and
separate.
leach
It's
field, right?
130. It's going
to
to
the
Which
accessory
is what
building?
Yeah,
I
one
ran
thirty
into.
feet.
Right.
And yes, it's gonna be parallel to the road, just
Okay.
for
So
the,
that's
Yeah.
kind of,
Yeah, it
it's
makes
kind of
sense.
the only,
yeah.
Yeah, the only logical place. it
right,
could
there
be.
really isn't a great other alternative.
That's fairly close, 130 to the road and probably not that far from the power line then.
Yeah, yeah,
Probably halfway, maybe, no, less than half. Looks
yeah,
like here.
it's not. So there, I don't think there is, it's power line on the ground or.
No.
Thought it was in the
Yeah,
air.
It's up.
Yeah,
up
it was
ahead.
overhead.
Yeah,
Yeah.
right.
But I don't think it's there, but they kept
The easement is there.
The
They
easement.
Easement is
they
there.
could put
But it's
something
not
there.
there.
Oh, it's not there.
Gotcha.
There's no power line.
I think-
there.
Gotcha.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
Well,
they're
that's-
never gonna get rid of the easement.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Keep it there,
Right.
so I can't really build anything.
That's where the site inspection is gonna be helpful to us.
Yeah.
Okay.
For sure.
Straightforward.
Yeah, definitely.
Yeah, I think that we have enough
Mhm.
information
Absolutely.
to figure out what we need to
Nice
figure out.
presentation.
March
Thank you
25th.
so much.
March 25th.
Yeah, would be our site inspection if we're gonna do it.
Getting longer.
Yes, they are. So I'm hoping it won't be so dark so early.
Well, that's after daylight savings.
Yes, it is.
Oh,
Yes, it
okay.
is. You're right. Which is what, the 9th?
And
Yeah.
Earlier, yeah.
March 9th.
7.
So we would be, yeah, we should have light at 7
Yeah,
or 6:30 at least.
yeah.
So next
Yeah.
month, the same time.
What time?
PM.
Yeah, who's figured
March
out daylight?
25.
We have
Yeah,
daylight at
it's after-
6:30.
She's right. It'll
It's
be,
after daylight savings begins, so we're gonna have another
We'll have
extra
another
hour
extra
of
hour.
daylight by then.
So it's still,
Plus a
it
month.
will be light enough at 7, or should we say 6:30?
Well, I mean, it's basically still light at 6 now.
Oh, so it should
And
be.
we're gonna have an
Should be.
extra
Okay.
hour
yeah,
And an extra month.
and an
Right.
extra
What
month,
time?
right?
7 PM.
All right, 7
We'll do the
PM
site
for the
inspection
site
and then we'll come
inspection
here for the public hearing, right?
and public hearing at 7:30.
Okay, sounds good. Plan.
Site
Sounds
inspection.
good.
So will I be sending out the notices for the accessory dwelling and the setback?
Seven. And the ZBA at 7:30. Perfect.
All right, our other order of business would be the approval of the October minutes. Anybody?
That was a long
October.
time ago.
Right.
A minute left.
No,
No, it's been a while.
Yeah, I think that I remember
I'm
looking.
not
at
right.
these.
I read them and I think I responded.
Yes.
Yeah.
I
you
did, right?
Yeah, you did respond.
So I know I read them.
Respond,
There you
but-
go.
I can remember reading the.
All right, do I have a motion to approve the minutes
So
of
made.
October?
Second.
We have a motion and second. Is there any further discussion? If not, all in favor will say aye.
Aye.
Are there any opposed? I hear none. Any other business that anyone wants to bring? If not, is there a motion